Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Smith. 15 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. They've got Damari Carroll out there. Dragic is out there with Champ. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Scola in at the 4 spot. Kept alive. And the pass to Carroll. Scola kicks to Dragic. Tries yet again. And the shot is long.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Dishes it to Leonard. From outside the arc. The Clippers rebound. Back to Jackson. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. Jackson's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Clippers. Last season, DeAndre Jordan was as efficient as it gets on offense. A dunking machine, we know for sure. His defense is maybe the best individually at the rim in the league. He covers a lot of area.
He does. And Jordan did have almost all of his points come right at the rim. And you talked about that efficiency. How about 71% field goal percent?
And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And it's Dragic off the drive. A beautiful reverse layup. Dragic has got 11.
And, you know, with Jordan and his great year from the floor last season, 71% shooting was second all-time in the NBA. Only behind Wilt Chamberlain's 1973 season.
Jordan. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Champ, the pass to Dragic. They set the screen. Pass to Champ. The kick out to Dragic. Raptors moving the ball around. And he gets it to go. And that's now 9 points for Champ.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And for Jordan, he was the epitome of efficiency for the Clippers. He's always in the lineup and only takes shots that he can make. So just an incredible force in the middle for this team. Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Corey Joseph's checked in for Toronto. And that one misses. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hand's comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, yes, huge.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside Jackson. Ibaka sets the pick for Jackson. Ibaka outside. No good on the 3.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Here's George, and And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You know, no doubt last year a bit of a loss for Paul George. I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. And thinking back on George's injury, still a very graphic image in everyone's mind, but he was able to bounce back.
Yeah, it was great to see him get some game time before the end of the season after that horrific injury. A credit to him working as hard as he did, as well as to the training staff that got him back to be able to play before the end of the season.
You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
Outside Carroll. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round one in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round two.
Here's Scola. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number one of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Leonard attacking. Toronto grabs the miss.
And we all remember the Clippers would go up 3-1 against the Rockets. They had that 19-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 6, but couldn't hold on to it and lose Game 7. And it was one of the biggest series collapses, really, in postseason history.
5 on the clock. The alley-oop, and it's sent back by George. Here's Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Raptors leading by 3. And the Raptors call time here. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Hibbert. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thank you, Doris. And Carroll gets it to go.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Outside Jackson. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Here's Smith. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Screen by Scola. Inside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
No good on the free throw.
We've seen Luis Scola playing a good game here. He has 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Hibbert. And it's Johnson in for Damari Carroll. And the second free throw, good. Well, last year, Toronto won their division and got bounced out in the first round. Same result, Clark, they had back in 2014.
Yeah, but, you know, despite that sameness, they were an improved team last season, Kevin. They did a lot of the small things better in total, and I thought looked better and more cohesive as a group.
Champ, the pass to Joseph. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Let's take a second now to view the top pickpockets in the NBA. In the 3rd spot, Kawhi Leonard.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Free throw good, Joseph. And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Luis Scola. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Not to the surprise of anyone, really, but the Clippers last year were strong at home once again. They managed to go 30-11 at Staples Center.
Yeah, and Kevin, that makes 3 straight seasons for the Clippers of 30 or more wins at home.
Smith outside. Shoots the 3. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
You know, the big thing for the Clippers is that they won some big games in Staples over tough opponents. I mean, also won 6 of their last 7 to secure the 3 seed in the West.
Here's Batum. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And it's 6 points for Batum.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
Passes it to Champ. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
The first one falls.
And one issue with the Clippers at home is that it didn't feel like they is just not there for us. And this is on the heels of a loss where the crowd was cheering for the other team louder than the Clippers at times.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. And Bargnani subbed in for Serge Ibaka.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pick by Bargnani. Jackson dishes to Smith. There's the pick. Back to Jackson. Batum for 3. Joseph with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Patterson kicks to Henderson. Champ, the pass to Patterson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Reggie Jackson. He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
That free throw good from Patterson.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
And Patterson drops them both. Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
Here's Aldrich. Shot is off. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. The D got there too late, and he'll go to the line. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Bucks. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Toronto. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And I think for Toronto, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, it's been hard to watch this team struggle as much as they have throughout most of this season.
And he makes both free throws.
It's been a tough go for him, just an uncontainable game for Champ. He has 15 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
There's a screen. Smith against Henderson. And it's off the back rim. No good. Raptors leading by 7. Johnson the screen. Joseph dishes to Johnson. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Aldridge kicks to Batum. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Corey Joseph. And so here's Toronto. 6-point lead. Dragic the pass to Champ. There's a good screen. Henderson against Jackson. Johnson the screen. Shot clock at 6. No good from Dragic.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Raptors?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Jackson against Dragic. Outside Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Smith for 3. And good on the basket. Book it. Smith's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Clippers.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total. And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
No good from Bargnani. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Champ. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Bargnani dishes to Aldridge. For the tie, Bargnani trying to free himself up. That misses off the backboard. Raptors with the lead. Outside Dragic. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
The Clippers shooting well. They're at 45%. Smith kicks to Aldridge. And it's Smith penetrating. Picked by Bargnani. And that one's good.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Paul George, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Clippers have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. Well, the one word you can use to describe the Raptors postseason last year, disaster. I mean, Greg, nothing went right for them.
Yeah, I mean, after that great regular season, they were completely just manhandled by the Wizards, swept out of the first round in 4 straight. All the time in the world to get that one off.
Smith outside for the lead. Offensive rebound. The dish to George. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's 15 points for Paul George. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Greg, he's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Mark.
he is.
Yeah.
Me
Listen,
too.
the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
That's a 2 from Smith. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Raptors lead by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Clippers trail. Baca is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Ibaka goes in. Uses both hands to slam it down. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
Kept alive. Tries again. Yes! And the foul. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt to be on fire from beyond. They have been really good from the three-point line.
Scola, a screen on Leonard. Here's Carroll. No good. Great D that time from Leonard. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 5th assist in this one.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Dragic against Jackson. That's good. 17 points for Goran Dragic.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Dragic against Jackson. Feeds it to Ibaka. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's George missing.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that. Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Pass to Leonard. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Roy Hibbert picks one up. Kawhi Leonard with another great season last year earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company, one of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP. The other 2, Jordan and Olajuwon.
Leonard hits them both.
And for Leonard, winning the Defensive Player of the Year didn't change him at all. I mean, he received a car for winning that award and gave it to charity. Went out of his way to thank his teammates during his acceptance speech. I mean, I think it speaks of his character and really the impact that Popovich has had on him and that entire Spurs team.
And the technical free throw is good. Here's Dragic. Six on the shot clock. Hibbert kicks to Carroll. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. But they get it back. And that misses. That would have put him up. Here's Leonard. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Goran Dragic.
And it doesn't really matter. Who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Champs checked in for Toronto.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. That's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
They set the screen. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And that one falls for Luis Scola. That one misses. Clippers leading by 3. Outside Jackson. He dishes it to George. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. Outside Jackson. Fires from deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Raptors trail by 3. Dragic dishes to Carroll. The pass to Champ. Jacks up a 3. Dragic good for 3. Dragic has got 12 points in just the second half.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And the Clippers call time here. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. With the game still up for grabs, he simply told his guys, we're right there. Stay focused, execute, and get it done. Kevin, let's see how it plays out.
LA's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jackson kicks to Jordan. He feeds it to Leonard. Jordan the screen. It's stolen by Carroll. Pass to Champ. And Jackson with the block. Now the Clippers moving it up. George has got the ball. And here's Leonard from 3.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
To the paint, here's Hibbert, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And that's 13 points for Roy Hibbert.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Kicks to Leonard. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that wall.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they win.
Here's George. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Dragic against Jackson. Dragic kicks to Hibbert. Out to the right wing. Goes up to the stripe. The Clippers grab the miss. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now the feed to Jackson. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Toronto's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Carroll with it. Leonard picks him up. Passes it to Champ. Fires the three. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 4th assist in this one. Clippers trail by 4. And here's Jackson. He kicks to George. Jordan the screen. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Ibaka. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Toronto's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Scola against Ibaka. And it's Hibbert missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Ibaka sets the pick for Jackson. And Hibbert with the block. They retain possession. And the dunk by Jordan. Here's Dragic. Now the pass to Champ. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
The Raptors making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Outside Jackson. Dishes it to George. Screen by Ibaka. George passes to Ibaka. Just 4 to shoot. Jordan. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Luis Scola. Andre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
And he's good on the second.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen 0 drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
Johnson kicks to Scola. Rebound by the Clippers. Ibaka's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Jackson drives in. Outside, George. A fader. Good. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Some really terrific numbers for Dragic. He's got 24 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Both free throws good from Dragic. The Clippers trail. Outside Jackson. Now the dish to Ibaka. Feeds to Leonard to take the lead. Roy Hibbert with the rebound. Hibbert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Champ the pass to Dragic. Pass to Scola. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Clippers trail by 4. Jackson dishes to George. Back to Jackson. Ibaka outside. Shot clock at 5. He dishes it to George. They swipe it. And it's Dragic off the drive. Scola sets a screen for Dragic. Johnson wide open. He fires off the left rim and out.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebound play.
Boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
Toronto calls timeout. They're leading by 2. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. .157 left here in the fourth quarter. And he gets the bucket. 28 points for Goran Dragic.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
And George kicks to Ibaka. Shot no good. And Toronto will come the other way. On the wing, Johnson expanding his range. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside Leonard. Outside Jackson. Screen by Ibaka. 5 on the clock. Off the screen. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Champ the pass to Dragic. Here's Champ, defended by George. Steps back and shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
He nails it, and we're tied up.
Well, Paul George has been sensational.
So it's Toronto now. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Champ the pass to Hibbert. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Good game for Hibbert. 14 rebounds, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of skills.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he drops them both. It's a two-point ball game.
Extreme confidence at the line. That's how you win close ones.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. Money!
Well, it's a scary sight when Kawhi Leonard starts lighting it up like this.
Toronto calls timeout. .23 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Champ, defended by George. Here's Champ. Takes a shot at the elbow. Oh, off target. Los Angeles calls timeout. Smith for three. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. It'll be the Raptors off the tip, and away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And the Clippers, looking who they've got. They've got DeAndre Jordan. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out. You know, sometimes the best way to attack size is to go right at it.
Now George. Great action here if you're just joining us, about 1 minute into OT. 6 on the shot clock. Ibaka, no luck. Toronto shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. It's Dragic with the drive. Scola with the clean look. And the shot no good, a bit short.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Leonard against Carroll. Ibaka pushes to Jordan. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. Cole Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Jackson against Dragic, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Champ, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Wide open look. The rebound by Ibaka. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Here's George. And he gets it to go. George has got 25 points in the game.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
3 minutes gone now here in overtime. Now here's Jackson. Screen by Ibaka. Here's the screen. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. That's good. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
Toronto calls timeout. They're losing by 2. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first overtime. Here's Champ. Dragic the pass to Carroll. Dragic against Jackson. Out left of the wing. It's Scola with the drive. To the middle. Hibbert kicks to Scola. And a foul thrown on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time. Outside Jackson. And here's George for 3. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Hibbert with the screen on George. Champ, the pass to Hibbert, to the paint. And he stuffs it in on the jam.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario, really, for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Looking at the game for Kawhi Leonard, he has 20 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
And those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense.
2 shots. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Dragic with it. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Leonard. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. The free throw drops for Leonard. And here's Dragic. Screen by Scola. Here's Champ. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And here are the Raptors now.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
Down low, here's Carroll, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Reggie Jackson. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 8. 20 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, what's your take?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeouts late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard. It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
So the Clippers with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
I'm alongside Paul George. And Paul, you really looked like you were having fun and playing a very fluid game. Did you feel like you were just in a flow out there?
I did. You know, I got hot. I was looking for the ball, looking to make plays. The shots are falling.
Paul, thank you for your time. Guys, this is a budding superstar.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Paul George. He absolutely dominated the overtime period. He personally took responsibility for doing every single thing he needed to do to guarantee that win.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion. He found those gaps in the D and made the most of his open looks.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.